Hello friends, welcome to another Salesforce training video. Today we are going to see the unit test class and what is it. It's really very important. So testing is important part of development process. Like before you can deploy Apex or package it for the Salesforce App Exchange, the following must be true. The first one is unit tests must cover at least 75% of your Apex code. Like if you are writing, a code, and then it should be 75% true. Let me go to my developer console. And all this test must be complete successfully. So if you are typing code, a code, and then it must cover at least 75%. I will teach it later on. In our second part of slide here, every trigger must have some test coverage, like from 1 to 100, but it must have at least one. All class and trigger must compile successfully. Like if you are typing a code, then it must compile successfully. When deploying Apex to production organization, each unit test in your organization namespace is executed by default. Calls to system debug are not counted as part of Apex code coverage, like it will not use your data or governor limit because of system debug are not counted as part of coverage. Test method and test classes are not counted as part of your Apex code. Test methods and classes. I will also show you that part. While only 75% of Apex code must be covered by test, don't focus on the percentage of code that is covered. Instead, make sure that every use case of application is covered, including positive and negative cases, as well as bulk and single records. This approach ensures that 75% or more of your code is covered by unit test. So let's go and practice it. So let's go to our developer console. So what we need to do first, this is I think my previous class, test class. I can erase. I will create a code. Simple. Today's I will create a simple test class. Okay. Test demo class. Okay. I think I have one. So maybe I have one. Yeah, this is my class name. I am going to write simple code here. What I want to create, I want to create like a string, okay, and which specify what string or string can be name or string or integers. It doesn't matter. Integers, okay, and int1 or number x equals to 23, and yeah, integer y equals to let's say 12. So what you want to do, you want to do addition or subtraction, the other part again, it will be integer sum total equals to what? X plus y, right? And then if you want to see in your code, but for this it's better, like we create an inner class for this, public static void, and then class method. So as you can see, we have no mistakes here. As you can see, Apex is case insensitive. Then I want to see if this system to debug system.debug the sum of numbers x and y plus my variable name plus. So if you want to, as you can see, there is no any problem with my code. I want to create so my class name test demo class, my class method, and then this is my code. So as you remember, if you want to call to see the total, you go to debug and then test method to call class name dot my method name, right? And semicolon at the end. Don't forget to save and then execute it. Debug only 35, as you can see, right? So my code is working perfectly, there is no problem. So if you want to test this code, what we need to do is we need to create a test class. So test classes you are creating from Apex class, it is same like from where you create class. What we can say, test class demo. This is test class demo, okay? It will be then to make a class test, what you have to do is you have to write here is test, sorry, I forgot. If you write this is test class, then this class will be test. Then this you will see a tab here later on. So I am going to create an inner class to create my test class. So public class test class. Then here I am going to Again, if I am going to create an inner class, I have to type again at is test. Then I will create a inner class public static void and public static void and my method, one method. Let's what we can say test1 method, and then what I will test in this method, I will test this class, right? I will test this code. So for that, I need to go to this anonymous window, call it, and then come to here and then test. And normally if my code was working, but if I want to test it in test class, then control save it. As you can see, my tab came run test. So my code is complete. I'm going to test this method. As you can see, we have only one method, which is this one, test1 method. So the basic syntax or basic structure for test class is that I'm going to call this method and then see if my test has been. Let's run the test. As you can see, status is fine. And then you click this plus test class demo, the name of my test class, and you click again. The test method is test1, as you can see. And if you click here, so if you click here, what happens? I will go to my test class demo, okay, and see how much I have covered. Test class, test demo class. So test demo class, it is 4 lines are there and 100% is covered. So what you need to do after running the test, you come to this test tab and then see the code coverage. So here also we had, as you can see, this class, okay, this class test coverage is 100% and there are 4 lines. Let's go back. As you can see, there are my code, it is covered. Now if you want to assert, to do assertion, we need to also go to system assertion. If you want to confirm it, your test is successful, system dot assert any expected. So what we will do, system asserts equals. So if you want, normally the result of this one is what? It is one integer. So what we can do, we can say integer, okay, and then outcome equals Okay, outcome equals to this. Then we will have some errors. What we expect normally in our code, total is how much? 35, right? I expect 35. Oh my goodness. I expect 35. Actual will be outcome. Okay. Then here illegal assignment from void to integer, number 6. Normally the result of this one, it should be integer, but it is void. So for that, what you need to do, we need to change this void to integer to do assertion. So I write integer, okay, and then if there is no void here, you see there is another problem. So what I can do here, I can write here it must return to total. Let's see what we will have. Control S, number 2, test class demo. Dependent class invalid, need recompilation class demo class. Let's see. Integer test demo class and class method. Class method integer is there. Dependent class is an invalid and needs recompilation. Class test demo missing return statement type. I just put a gap here. So as you can see, system assertion equals this one conforms if there is any problem or no. What we expect 35 and the result what it will be. So when you change this one, it gave error. So normally the result of this one, what is that? It is integer, right? So if you do integer this result of this, so it does not accept void. So we erase void and put integer, the data types, and then I will just run again this test. And then go to test and then see. As you can see, there is no any problem. My code is fine. And then my test name is here. And then I will see my class, test demo class. You know, if you click here, as you can see, there are how many lines? 1, 2, 3. This one doesn't count. So how many lines are here? 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you erase this and then here, so the number of lines will decrease. So will be how many? 2. So in this case, number of lines is 5, but this system debug statement doesn't count in code coverage. Okay, then see Control S, go down, this 5. Let's run again this test. I just want to show you how many lines are there. 5 lines are there now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, class name, and this system is not counted in code coverage. Okay, I hope you have understood something new. Thank you very much, and see you in another video.